Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and this is Top 5s, the only weekly Top 5 show in snowboarding. This week's Top 5, the Top 5 reasons to move to New York State to shred. That's right, we're looking at the Empire State in this Top 5. Number 5, you're from New York City, which means you've never gone north of the George Washington Bridge. So you're going to move to New York State. And for anyone that tries to tell me that New York City and New York State are the same thing, you're wrong. I'm right. I lived there for 22 years. New York City is its own separate entity, downstate. And evidently anything above the city is upstate, even if you're from a place called the Southern Tier. I don't know how you could be up if you're from the South, but hey, to each their own, I guess. Number 4, you want to be able to claim that you live in the state with the most ski resorts. Granted, climate change is probably going to destroy all of them in the next 10 years and they'll never open again. But for now, you'll be able to claim that you have the most resorts to ride. And some of them have like less than 300 vertical. But you can claim them. And claiming is all that matters when you're a New Yorker. Number 3, you love ice because let's be real. It only snows like 2 big storms a year in New York State. Everything else is man-made, which means you're riding on sheet ice. That boilerplate, you look down and you see your reflection just staring back up at you. It's going to teach you edge control on another level. No one, and I mean no one, will comprehend how you can set an edge in anything icy because they're not from New York, like you, and they didn't move to New York, like you, to shred. Granted, if you do fall and your ass cheeks spread, it's going to rip them wide and you're going to be bleeding all over the place and you might die. But if you survive that, you can survive anything. Number 2, everyone is evacuating that state and moving west, which means less crowds at the resort. I mean, granted, you're all of that mindset of no friends on a powder day, but you don't have powder days, so that just means no friends. You have no friends. But it also means there's no crowd, so no one is going to call you out when you do stupid shit. You want to wear a Ruroc helmet? Here's your chance. Move to New York, because no one's going to see you doing it. Honorable mentions. Hunter Mountain is epic, so you can have a wicked time at Hunter Mountain, where it's epic. You've always wanted to pay $1 per vertical foot on your season pass, or more. Sometimes it's $3 per vertical foot that you have. I know where I'm from in New York. It was $749.99 for a season pass. There's 750 vertical feet. You pay $1 per vertical foot. You've always wanted to claim that you're a New Yorker so you can be an asshole and do top 5 lists on the internet. What? That's just a factual statement. And the number 1 reason to move to New York State to shred, you don't need a long season. You're going to cram it all in as short a time span as possible with the worst and best conditions. One day it might be powder, the next day it might be pissing rain. You want that short season and you want it as fast as possible because you're a New Yorker and you're going a mile a minute. That's right, a New York minute, that's how long a shred season is in New York State. This has been my top 5 reasons to move to New York State to shred. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Did I miss one? I didn't miss one because I'm from New York State. And I'm an asshole. And my list matters and yours doesn't. So fuck off. Anyways, if you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of these videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you'd really like to support us and you really want to see us just grow out what we're doing over here, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.